Hi there, Scotty again from Hawkfire Saws. Just one more video today. I've been asked by a few people what the differences are. You know, I did a comparison video between the 2511s from V-Modest and the original OEM Echo 2511T. But I'd also stated that there were some differences between the V-Modest version and the KNK version. And thought I'd show you some of those. Now, I've had these KNKs for several months. I just haven't done anything with them yet. But they're a good running little saw. They run very similar to the V-Modest. Again, not super speedy, but plenty of torque. And I didn't get to use it a whole lot because I had carpal tunnel during the time that I was tinkering with it, so I couldn't go out there and do much with it. Excuse me. But just right off the top of the bat, oh, something else I noticed. This is the V-Modest that I've had for a month or so. I don't know if I would call it a prototype, but certainly an early version of it. And nowhere on it does it say 2511. Whereas this was one of the shipment that I just received, and they have the CS-2511 in two places. I thought they were going to call it the ES for Easy Start because it's got the slightly spring-loaded starter, which the KNK does as well. I don't know. Some people like them, some don't. I do. But at any rate, that at least is one difference between the early version that I had and what's out there on the market right now. Otherwise, I think they're the same. So I'll just compare then the V-Modest against the KNK. And there's a few things right off. The KNK has actual words on the kill switch. Man, I like that. You know how hard that is to get today? I can never, thank goodness these are spring loaded, because I can never remember which one's the on or off. That's goofy. Some European thing, I think. But the brake handles are just a little bit different. These are smaller, I think probably more like the Echo than these are. Of course, there's color or plastic difference here and there. The starter on the KNK has an extra screw up here at the top, where no such screw exists on the V-Modest. On the back air filter cover, I see that the molding on the plastic is a little bit different. Again, I'm not really sure which one's the same as the Echo, but this is more just a comparison of these two. I'm not really worried about the Echoes at this point. So let's take a look underneath the hood. Yeah, of course. It looks like the air filters are pretty much the same. And carburetors. What's that say? Stable? And that's the, I always call them High-Lec. I'm not sure what they are. So the carburetors are different brands, but they look the same. Choke lever looks the same. But the big difference from the outside is the muffler. The K&K muffler guard and the muffler itself both extend significantly further than the V-Modest. And the outlet hole's a little bit smaller. Well, it looks like that one actually got a dent in it. And it's hard to see through the guard there, but the port, which would be right there. I wish I had three hands, but the port on the K&K looks a little bigger than the one on the V-Modest. And I noticed now, looking at it, the outlet's in a different spot, isn't it? That's more towards the front on the V-Modest and then towards the back on the K&K. Interesting. So, I don't know. That's what shows up right away. Like I said, I haven't spent a whole lot of time with the K&K version, but I'll have to get out there and play with it and see if I notice anything else. I found one more thing while I was buttoning things back up. Actually, a few things. Just looking at the bottom of the plastic, significantly different. I mean, there's certainly similarities, but you know, this area is a lot different than this. The V-Modest has an area for a nameplate or a serial number tag. The K&K does not. A little difference in the chain catcher. So what that says to me is these are probably not made in the same factory. So I know there's some cases where in China one factory will make it and everybody else puts their name on it, but this does not appear to be the case. There's enough differences. I don't believe these are born in the same spot.